Good afternoon, students. So already we have discussed chapter number 1, crop production. In that, what do you mean by agricultural practices? That we have discussed, and the steps which we are going to follow during these practices, that now we are going to discuss. So already we have seen few steps for the practices, that is preparation of soil, sowing, adding manure and fertilizers, irrigation, then protecting from weeds, harvesting and storage. These are the concepts of agricultural practices that we will discuss now one by one. So first is preparation of soil. As I have explained, if you consider your exam, what you will do? You are preparing for your exam. Okay, if you want to get a good marks, you are preparing for your exam. Same way, if you want to get a good crop production, that time first step is preparation of soil. For exam also, your first step is preparation. Whatever materials you have, you do the preparation. Okay, same way. Now preparation of soil, why it is needed? See, you should understand the basic concept of each and every content. ठीक है, ऐसा नहीं है बुक में दिया है तो हमने पढ़ लिया है. It's not like that. You should understand the concept. You have to just join the various concept in such a way that you are able to understand. Not only that, you are able to remember it for a long time. Okay? So my first question is why? Why we should do the preparation of soil? This why leads to you the condition. If you want to get good marks in exam, you have to do preparation. But what is the condition? You should do the preparation in a proper way, in a proper manner, in a required agenda. Okay? So for that you have to first set your goal. So now this condition here. As in lower standard you have studied, if a plant wants to grow in a proper manner, it should get all the required things. First thing is sunlight. Proper amount of sunlight is needed. Second is carbon dioxide. For the preparation of photosynthesis, second is water. Okay, so these are the basic things which a plants require to grow in a better manner. Okay, now why I am getting just taking this topic, this already you learned in the lower standard, it leads to the preparation of soil. Why we need to prepare our soil? Okay, because we know that water, from where the plants get the water and minerals, do you have any idea? From the root. Maximum amount of mineral and water plants get from the root, and this is the reason why we have to prepare soil in such a way that whatever roots are there, it will get proper amount of water and mineral. As in lower standard you have learned that we cannot plant any plant with more water. That also what it leads to. अगर किसी प्लांट में आप हद से ज़्यादा पानी दे देते हो, then what happen? Does that plant grow in a proper way? आपने तो ज़रूरत पूरी की ना, मैं पानी चाहिए तो I will provide you water. If you want 10% water, I will provide you 50% water. You will grow better. Like this, it's not possible. Okay? So this is the reason why we have to prepare the soil for this better crop production. Why? Because we know that in the soil, when you sow any kind of plant, the root will be always in the soil part, inside the soil. Okay? If you are not preparing the soil in a proper way, this root will not grow proper in the soil. And what happen? Because of this, the plant will not grow, because of it cannot get the proper amount of minerals and water. Okay, आप कार्बन डाइऑक्साइड दे दो, सनलाइट दे दो, प्लांट ग्रो हो जाएगा. इट्स नॉट लाइक दैट. We require a balanced diet to grow. Okay, and keep ourselves fit and healthy. So same way, for the better growth of a crop or plant, it requires the sunlight, carbon dioxide, water and minerals in a proportionate amount. Okay, so this is the reason this root will grow inside the soil and it will grow in a proper and better way. Then only the plant will be better. Otherwise, it cannot. So this is the reason. First reason why we have to prepare for the soil. Got the point? So let's move on the details which is given in your textbook. Okay students, so that preparation of soil is the first and very important steps in the agricultural practices. Okay? So, see in your textbook. So, the preparation of soil is the first step before growing a crop. One of the most important tasks in agriculture is to turn the soil and loosen it. Turn, T-O-R-N, turn the soil and loosen it. Now, the concept is, concentrate on this word. Loosen it. Why we have to do this? So that what happens, whatever roots are growing, it will go deep inside the soil. Okay? If there is a space between the soil particles, so what happens? It is very easy for the root to go deep inside the soil. Okay, and it will get the maximum amount of water and minerals. So this is the reason why we have to turn the soil and loosen it. So this is the basically main reason for this is the first step of preparation of soil. This is the one thing. Second thing. So this allows the roots to penetrate deep into the soil, and the loose soil allows the roots to breathe easily even when they go deep into the soil. So this is the second point, that is the breathe. Okay, as we have learned in the 7th standard, the breathing roots. We have already heard the name of this, mangrove trees. Mangrove trees are basically grow in the water. So wherever they need air for the breathing purpose, the extra roots come out of the water and it behaves like the breathing roots. Okay, so as we need air for our respiration system, or we are for the living purpose, we need breathe, we are taking air. So same way for the plant also, not only the plant, that is the upper portion, whatever part of the plant inside the soil, it also require air for breathing purpose. So if the soil particles, there is some space between the soil particles, it allows air to go inside, and thus because of that they can breathe properly. If you have observed that if you have a planted pot in your house, or you can say little bit a small garden, if you have, you just pour some water on the soil. What happen? Either all the water will be absorbed by that soil because there is a space between the soil particles, or sometimes it happens the bubbles come out from that air, means it has air inside that soil particle, so that when you pour water the bubbles come out. So this is the way how you can check whether the soil has water or soil has air or not. Okay, so second part is breathing purpose. The preparation of soil is needed. Why does the loosening of soil allow the roots to breathe easily? Because if there is a space between the soil particles, the air is already present there. We know that empty glass doesn't mean it is empty. It has air inside that empty glass. Same way, if there is a space between the molecules of the soil, suppose these are the soil particles. Consider like this. So there is a space between the soil and that space is already filled with the air, and so the roots can easily do breathing. The loosened soil helps in the growth of earthworms and microbes present in the soil. In this chapter we learn that earthworm are the good friends of the farmers. What it will do, let's see. Suppose this is a soil particles. Understand the concept. This is the soil particles, and there is a space between the soil particles. Through this space, see, basically the earthworm eat what it eat? Soil. Basically earthworm take in soil and take out soil also. Or what it will do? If your earthworm is like here, so our daily activity is what? It will go up and go down, again go up and go down. What it will do? It will create a space through which it travels. Not only that, this create a proper space inside the soil. Okay, not only that, this space filled with the air and water. Sometimes it provides the air, it also provides the water to the plants. Not only that, it eats the soil particles, it out the soil particle also. So what happens? It acts as a manure also. So this is the way how earthworm behaves like a friend of the farmer. So it creates a proper channel. Okay, it helps in the loosening of the soil also. And just because of this, earthworms and microbes grow in this particular soil where there is a space between the soil particles, and it ultimately helps the root of this plants in the breathing process. You have learned, these organisms are friend of the farmer since they further turn and loosen the soil and add humus to it. But why the soil needs to be turned and loosened? You have learned in the previous classes that soil contains minerals, water, air and some living organisms. In addition, dead plants and animals get decomposed by soil organisms. In this way, various nutrients in the dead organisms are released back into the soil, and these nutrients are again absorbed by the plants. In the lower standard, we have learned about the decomposer. I think you have learned about this. What it do? It decomposes the dead bodies. It decomposes the dead bodies of plants and animals. And after the decomposition of such organisms, whatever nutrients they have taken for the building of their body, it will ultimately release in the soil. Suppose such kind of nutrients are present over here. After decomposition of any plants or any dead animals, the process is done over here deep inside the soil. Okay, then how these nutrients will go up? They cannot travel by themselves. Okay, they don't have any legs, they cannot travel by themselves. If they are over here, they remain here as it is. So what happens? When we loosen the soil, or when the earthworm moves like this way, so what happens? They will ultimately take this upside, and whatever upside topsoil part is there, it will go down. Again it will come down. So this way this part will go up and upper part will go down, just because of when you loosen the soil particles. So upper portion will go down, lower portion will go up. So this way keep on doing activities like this. So this nutrients will basically come nearer to these plants Okay, so this way they are able to take these nutrients when they are mixed up with the water. Okay, so this is basically the concept of loosening of soil. It will not only help the plants, it will also help this earthworm and microbes to grow in such a conditions. Okay, that's why they are the friends of the farmer. Next thing, let's see. Since only a few centimeters of the top layer of soil supports the plant growth, ultimately whatever we are providing to the plants, it will uptake over here, this layer. Whether you are planting water, whether you are providing manure, whether you are fertilizing, whatever it is. But the top soil of the top layer of the soil is fertile and it is help or it supports plant to grow. But what about these roots? They have to move deep inside the soil and they have to absorb the water and minerals. Okay? So for that, the loosening of the soil is very important for the agricultural practices. So, turning and loosening of soil brings the nutrient-rich soil to the top so that plants can use these nutrients, and thus turning and loosening of soil is very important for cultivation of crops. If turning and loosening, what happens? This part will go up, upper part will go down, and this way the top layer of the soil will now fertile and it supports the plant growth and we are able to take the better crop production. So this is the reason why the preparation of soil is needed. So this is all about preparation of soil. One more concept we will discuss in the next video. Thank you.